So I feel a little bit of an urge to record something, to talk about something, and to just be, well, a bit more, how should I say, productive than I've been the past few hours, I would say. Today is an interesting day. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty, how should I say, strange to some degree because, sometimes I'm feeling like, wow, everything is amazing, and then all of a sudden everything is shitty again. Kind of like it's difficult to explain, difficult to talk about, and very unnecessary to talk about as well. Anyway, I think that I'm just gonna go through some Reddit questions, and as always, there's gonna be some really amazing things, and I'm already seeing it. Well, not seeing, but I'm already feeling it in my anus, sort of thing. Anyway, well, this is actually a pretty fucked up thing. Falsely accused of sexual harassment or harassment and proven as innocent. How to avoid recalling the trauma. I mean, this is fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. Well, let's actually read it because I want to know. The court's final result is innocent, but there is still the trauma of recalling the trial. The people's accused falsely, including police, judge, and DA, without knowing the fact. This would be the most painful trauma because you can't defend yourself, and you would be guilty even if you didn't do it at all, and the sin is also possibly the most shameful. It's been years, but the trauma is still being recalled all the time. How to stop recalling a trauma in a stoic way, not considering medical treatments currently because inappropriate ones may make it worse. And the second point is, could you also please provide helpful quotes if you know not found any completely helpful one for this trauma? Thank you. Well, it is fucked up. It really is a fucked up situation, I'm not gonna lie, and it's definitely something that's devastating. I mean, especially when it is about sexual harassment or harassment. It's, I think still one of those, it's like raping. Well, not to the same degree, but the kind of the same category. Like, it's, if you're doing it, you're just even worse than, I don't know, a prisoner, even worse than, well, a piece of shit, whatever. It is a fucked up thing, and actually being falsely accused for that, and people thinking that you did it, and being completely fucked in the society that you're living in this, whether it is a city, whether it is whatever, everybody knows you because it's in newspapers probably, and then maybe, well, it is fucked up, it really is, and it kind of also shows how much something like that can fuck your life, even though it's a wrong or false accusation. It's insane if you think about it. Well, there's actually so much pain in life and whatnot. It is insane. Anyway, it never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care about their opinions more than our own. Which is a quote by Marcus Aurelius, and, well, yeah, he's definitely right, and it is a fucked up thing, I'm not gonna lie. Beautiful, this is going to be a mantra for my pointless cyclonic anxiety about how I am perceived. Thank you. When you are recalling a trauma, you can try to reframe it. The shame is not yours, the shame is the false accusers. It is their flaws and failures that led them to make up lies about you. The other people who accused you failed to validate the accuser's evidence. All of that is their burden to bear and fix, and not yours. It sucks to be treated unfairly by the large systems we are dependent on. What? It sucks to be treated unfairly by the large systems we are dependent on. When it happens, especially if you thought it could happen to you, it is traumatic. Understand that it would shake anyone to go through this, and give yourself time to heal. Use it to make yourself kinder to others by realizing that they, too, might have been screwed by the system and be suffering through no fault of their own, and please extend this understanding to more than just other people in your exact position. There are many ways the system screws us all. A truly insightful and helpful post, also dealing with much shame, but for shit I did do, but also trauma for being betrayed by systems. Well, something that this reminded me of is, and I especially like the line, understand that it would shake anyone to go through this, and give yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to heal. Not always being so harsh on oneself, which, and I don't want to sound like a pussy or some shit, which is something that's happening to me as well, and I'm doing it to me as well. I really often am unnecessarily hard and harsh to myself. Also when it comes to some strange things, lately I've actually been doing quite a good job at, not being so severely strict with my diet, and it's still healthy, but it's not overly complicated and overly overdone, essentially, as well. And I mean, life should still be enjoyed. I don't want to be like, wow, just lay around all day long and do nothing. There has to be balance. There truly has to be balance. And we all know that. And we all see that, and we all could clearly decide to also do so. But for me at least, it is the reason of being, overly strict or overly quote unquote disciplined, that I don't let myself do certain things, and I sometimes let myself do certain things that don't make any sense, even though I'm just trying to stick to my own rules quite. So giving yourself time in general, and giving yourself time to heal when something happened, and not being so strict and harsh, and such an asshole, think about how you would treat somebody else. Would you treat somebody else like you treat yourself? You probably wouldn't. And I think it is also good advice when it comes to this. Like, what would you tell your friend? When something like this happened to your friend, what would you tell this person? Would you be like, yeah, you're such an asshole, you're such a piece of shit, you should be shaming, or whatnot, you should be ashamed? Would you say this to a good friend of yours? Well, probably not. We'll probably say like, well, those fuckers are just talking shit and they never knew it. Maybe also something like, well, don't be angry because they never knew it. They never knew the facts, and they said something based on some shit that, is just plainly wrong. But they can't do, well, it is what it is, because, this is how human beings are. We just judge based on whatever, based on the things we think about, based on the things we are having in mind. Whether these are the truth things, or whether this is the truth that we think and that is in our mind or not, is like, secondary. Quite often, we think, start believing in certain things quite quickly. Anyway, there is another highly upvoted post or comment. I've been falsely accused of crimes before, and the nightmare is real. I feel your pain, but just remain calm and do everything you can to gather evidence. Build your case and do everything in your power to show the facts. Everything else isn't in your power to fix. You must let that go and trust the fate picked out for you. It took me years to prove my innocence, and I wanted to quit 100 times, but I stuck through, and the facts were on my side. Now you're at the point in the trauma where therapy would be greatly beneficial. Talk it out with someone. Allow someone to teach you how to process this better, and try to get that energy out of your life. A man who suffers more, a man who suffers before it is necessary, suffers more than is necessary. By Seneca, which is actually one of my favorite quotes. Well, probably my favorite quote. A man who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary. You have the quote reversed. Damn it, you're right. I'm very sleepy today. Well, a man who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary. Is it really a man suffers more than is necessary who suffers before it is necessary? Well, either way, it does make sense, question mark? I guess so. Anyway. Well, the Stoics actually had an answer for this, since their solution has been proven to work through clinical studies and neuroimaging. And while my personal experience counts as one data point among millions, I can tell you it worked for me. Journaling, exploratory, ruthlessly honest, directed, consistent journaling. Jordan Peterson explained that the fact of focusing your thoughts and writing them down has the effect of transferring the memories of traumatic experiences from a part of the brain that is emotionally reactive to a different region that is more analytical, executive function oriented. It's the basis of his self-authoring programs. Commit to it for 1 month. You'll see positive results in 30 days. Well, the thing is with writing, and I've been talking about it before, and I've, reading a bunch of shit on it. We often really don't think as clearly as we think we do. As funny as it might sound, but it is just the truth. I mean, if you write something down, you really, really, really have to think about it in a clear way, because you have to verbalize it. And verbalizing something, you need to be clear about what you're willing to say, in which way you're willing to say, and, you basically need to make sure that what you're saying is actually also what you're having in your head, and it's also giving the right energy, like it's transferring the right energy, I can, internally I might think, I'm angry, but I could say, I'm pissed off. Is this how I want to say it? Does it just really clearly communicate what I want to say? And this is exactly what is happening when you're writing something down. You clearly have to make sure, you have to make sure that you're communicating what you want to communicate as clearly as you possibly can, which transforms things sometimes. Like sometimes you, sometimes you then come to the conclusion that you didn't really think about something in the right way, and that you maybe have left something out, some facts, some information. And this is where writing really can help. But yeah, I think that I'm gonna end this episode there. I don't know how long it is. 13 minutes. It's fine, I guess. Probably gonna be shorter when you're listening to it, because there's some things to be cut out, probably. But anyway, I wish you the best. Please stay safe and healthy, and I wish you a great day. Bye-bye. And rest. Take your time and rest, not like me and do a bunch of shit. Bye-bye.